You close the door, and they're already there, pawing at the gap, nose pressed against the wood. Some dogs whine, some just sit and wait, completely still, staring at the door like it personally betrayed them. You've laughed about it. Maybe you've even found it a little annoying. But here's what almost no one stops to ask. Why? Not the surface answer, the real answer. Because what science has found about why your dog cannot let you out of their sight, even for 2 minutes, is not what most owners expect. And once you understand it, you will never look at that little shadow in the hallway the same way again. There is one thing in particular I want you to stay for, because point 4 reveals something about your dog's inner world that most owners spend years completely missing. And when you hear it, it will change how you read your dog every single day. Let's start at the beginning. Asterisk 1. They don't see a closed door, they see a disappearance. Hairstrings. Humans understand object permanence completely. You walk into another room. I know you still exist. I know you'll come back. Your dog's relationship with your absence is fundamentally different, not because dogs lack intelligence, because your dog's entire emotional architecture is built around proximity, not ownership, not habit. Proximity. The physical presence of the person their nervous system has bonded to. Research into canine attachment behavior shows that dogs form what psychologists call a secure base attachment to their primary caregiver. The same attachment structure studied in human infants. When that secure base moves out of sight, the dog's nervous system doesn't file it under temporary. It registers it as loss, not dramatic, not catastrophic, but real, biological, measurable loss. A closed bathroom door doesn't tell your dog you'll be back in 3 minutes. It tells their nervous system that their anchor just vanished. So they wait at the door. Not because they're needy, because their biology is doing exactly what it was built to do. Hold the connection until it returns. Asterisk 2. You are their entire social world. Think about what your dog's day actually looks like. You leave. The house is quiet. They sleep. They wait. They listen for sounds that mean you're coming back. You return. Their world switches back on. You are not a part of their life. For most dogs living in modern households, you are their life. In the wild, canines are never truly alone. The pack is the survival unit. Separation from the group isn't a mild inconvenience. It is a biological threat signal. Your dog is domesticated. They know this is a house, not a forest. But tens of thousands of years of pack wiring doesn't simply switch off because there's central heating and a food bowl that gets filled twice a day. When you move through the house, your dog follows not out of clinginess, but out of instinct that has kept their ancestors alive for millennia. Stay close to the group, monitor the group, know where everyone is at all times. You going to the bathroom isn't a small thing to their nervous system. It is a micro-separation from the only pack member they have. And if this is shifting how you see that little face at the door right now, go ahead and subscribe. Every video on this channel is built around what the science actually says about your dog, not what we assume. 3. They have assigned themselves your personal shadow. Asterisk. Pay attention to which dog in a multi-dog household follows you most consistently, because it won't be random. The dog who follows you everywhere, including to the bathroom, is almost always the dog most deeply bonded to you, not the most trained, not the most obedient, the most bonded. Studies measuring proximity-seeking behavior in dogs found a direct correlation between bond strength and how closely a dog monitors their owner's movement through the home. The stronger the bond, the tighter the orbit. Your dog isn't following you because they have nothing better to do. They have chosen a role, and that role is you. There's an old behavioral term for this Velcro dog, but the name makes it sound like a flaw. Like something to be corrected, it isn't. It is one of the clearest expressions of attachment a dog is capable of showing. They have decided, somewhere in a part of their brain that doesn't use words, that where you go, they go. That your safety and their safety are the same thing. That the bathroom door is not a boundary they're willing to accept without protest. That is not a problem dog. That is a devoted one. 4. Your dog experiences time differently when you disappear. This is the part most owners never consider. And once you understand it, it reframes everything. Dogs do not perceive your absence by watching a clock. They perceive it through the decay of your scent in the air around them. Your body constantly releases chemical signals, cortisol, pheromones, the specific molecular signature that is uniquely you. When you are present, those signals saturate the air around your dog. Their brain is receiving a continuous, real-time confirmation. You are here. You are here. You are here. You are here. When you close the bathroom door, those signals begin to thin. And to your dog's brain, that thinning registers as time passing, as distance growing. The longer the scent fades, the longer you've been gone, regardless of what a clock would say. 3 minutes behind a closed door, in a room with no air circulation, can feel to your dog like a much longer absence than 3 minutes in an open hallway where your scent still moves freely. This is not anxiety. This is their sensory system processing the world with tools that are between 10,000 and 100,000 times more sensitive than yours. They are not overreacting. They are reacting to real information you cannot even detect. So the pawing at the door, the whining, the nose jammed into the gap at the bottom trying to pull your scent back through, that is your dog doing the only thing their biology knows how to do when their most important signal starts to fade. They are looking for proof that you are still there. 5. The follow isn't about you, it's about them. Here is the reframe that changes everything. Most owners interpret the bathroom follow as their dog needing something from them. Attention, reassurance, entertainment, and sometimes, if a dog has genuine separation anxiety, that interpretation isn't entirely wrong. But for most dogs, the follow isn't a request, it is a regulation strategy. Being near you doesn't just feel good to your dog, it physiologically calms them. Research has consistently shown that proximity to a bonded owner lowers cortisol in dogs, slows heart rate, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the biological state of calm and safety. Your presence is not a comfort. It is a neurochemical event. When your dog follows you to the bathroom, they are not asking for something. They are self-regulating. They are using your proximity the way you might use a deep breath, or step outside for air, or call someone you trust when something feels off. You are their regulation system. And a closed door interrupts it. This is why dogs who follow their owners everywhere are not always anxious dogs. Often they are simply dogs with a deeply active bonding system. Dogs whose neurochemistry is highly responsive to the presence of the person they love. The follow is not a symptom. It is a signal. It is your dog telling you, in the only language they have, that being near you is the most important thing their nervous system knows how to do. Ask. And that is not nothing. Ask. Think about what it means. Out of everything in your dog's world, every smell, every sound, every patch of sunlight on the floor, every distraction this house contains, they choose you, not the food bowl, not the window, not the warm spot on the sofa. You. Every time you move, they recalibrate. Every time a door closes between you, something in them reaches toward you through it. Every time you reappear, their nervous system exhales. You are not just their owner. You are their biological anchor, the fixed point their entire inner world organizes itself around. So the next time you close the bathroom door and hear that soft paw on the wood, or see that nose appear at the gap, understand what you are actually witnessing. Not plinginess, not a training problem, not a dog who needs to learn boundaries. A dog whose bond with you is so complete, so wired into the deepest layers of their biology, that 2 minutes without you is 2 minutes their nervous system spends quietly, persistently, devotedly reaching for the one presence that makes everything feel safe. They're not following you to the bathroom. They're following you, and to them there has never been a more natural thing in the world. If this changed how you see your dog, subscribe. We don't do basic pet advice here. We translate what your dog is actually telling you, so you never have to guess again. Drop a comment below. Does your dog follow you everywhere? I read every single one.